Hey guys, just a super quick devlog to show you guys some animation improvements that are coming for 1.2. As you can see here, I have the ground-based class open with all of the different animation code for all the different types of animation, right? Idle, engage, attack. And what I've done is I've gone through all of this code and I've improved it and added some additional things, including this new struct called current animation, and I have it selected here. And basically what this is going to do is that it will give you information about what current animation is playing. So it'll tell you whether an animation is actually playing or not with a boolean. It'll tell you which animation type is playing, and there's going to be idle, basically all of the different types here. It's going to give you the montage index for that animation type, and it'll actually give you the montage reference itself. Now, that may seem kind of simple, but why does that matter? Well, before I added this, there was no easy way to know exactly what animation you were playing, right? So right now under animations, under setup animations, you may have all kinds of animations, right? For death, for hit, for eating, drinking, resting, etc. You may have a bunch of engage animations, idle animations, and you may want to do specific things based on what animation is playing. And you've seen from 1.1, and I even mentioned it on the Discord for 1.2, I'm continuing to add new custom events that you can override on your child classes that are basically hooks for you to put in your own custom code without having to touch or modify the base class, right? So if I go to the event graph, you can see this little overrideable events section. There's even newer ones here like day-night cycle events, movement obstruction events, AI director, reach target event. These are newer custom events that allow you to hook in your code, right? So what this essentially does, what this struct essentially does is, before you could only know which animation montage was playing, and then you would have to write in your own logic to try to find, based on that reference, what kind of animation was playing and what was the index within the array for the animation list. So it was a bit complicated, and I've made it very easy now by adding that struct. So what I've done is, here on this bear, I have a little bit of a demo here. So I have overwritten the animation notify for attack start. So this custom event fires every time an attack animation starts, and I'm getting that current animation struct. I'm breaking it. I'm saying, hey, every time this event fires, if an animation is playing, which is true, I want you to print the animation type, the montage index within that list, and the actual reference. Get me the display name for that montage that's actually playing. And this is just to show you guys on the screen. But more importantly, I want you to say, okay, if the animation type here is equal to attack, then I want you to do a switch on the montage index. And based on the index, you can actually do something different. So what I've done is, every time an animation plays, there's 3 animations right now on the animation list, index 0 to 2, right? And I want, if animation in index 0, meaning the first animation on the list, plays, I want you to change the damage amount to 2. If the animation in index 1 plays, change the damage amount to 4. And if animation in index 2 plays, I want you to do damage amount 6. So effectively what I'm doing with this little piece of code right here, super simple, is because now I know exactly what's playing and what kind of animation is playing, I'm changing the damage amount based on the animation. Super useful, right? You might have an animation that is like a powerful attack or a wind-up animation, right? Very common in games. Now you can actually do stuff by the animation type. this is one example of the many things you can do. Obviously, you can, for example, based on the animation, play specific particle effects, right? Maybe there's like a super powered animation and you want to have some kind of glow or whatever. You can think about many different things here. So if I just hit play here, you can see on the left hand corner that it says attack 0, attack 1, and so the first one is what type of animation it is. I'm going to make myself invincible here so I don't get killed. The attack is the type of animation. Then the next one on the print is the index, and then the third one is the name of the montage. So you can see here that I'm very easily getting the index and the name of the animation. And now just look at my health bar here. I have it sequential, so animation 1 does 2 damage. Look at my bar on the left. Animation 2 does 4. Notice that I took twice the damage. And animation 3, which is the double-handed, does 6, which did even more massive damage. So that's pretty much it. Very simple example, but I think this is, again, look at how simple this is, right? A simple switch on by getting the index of the montage based on the animation type, and you can do a bunch of stuff here. Just one more thing that I'm adding in 1.2. I thought it would be really cool to show it. I'm obviously going to be doing a full tutorial video when 1.2 is released, just like I did with 1.1, going over everything that has changed. And boy, there's a lot of new things. And 1.2 is becoming way bigger than I initially thought. There's a lot coming for 1.2. So anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will talk to you later.